Hey Scrappy Peeps, Suzanna here today for the Scraproom to share with you a layout I created using one of the Flavors of the Month kits from the May kits. I am using Simple Stories, Oh Happy Day, and that I just showed you was the completed layout that I created. So this is kind of a grid-based layout, a loose grid, I would say. I am using pattern paper as a background in addition to the white cardstock that comes with this particular kit. You do get 2 pieces of white cardstock, and so what I know I want to do is I know I want to create a center panel, and behind that center panel I want to use one of the pieces of pattern paper. My original intent was that I was going to use that black sort of starry night that you see back there. I think it's stars. That's what I was going to use as my background, and I was going to use this blue to pop the white of the center panel there. But you can see that I deviate largely from that plan, and so I ultimately end up using a so originally I was going to use the whole piece of paper, and then I thought, well, I kind of like it as just a panel that divides, and I really liked it on that diagonal stripe there. And I liked the way that it popped both the paper as well as that center panel, which is going to contain all of the essential stuff, the title, the photos, and the journaling. And I liked the way that using this sticker, it is a 12 by 12 sticker from the stickers are, so that whole sheet of stickers there is from the embellishment add-on, and so I liked the way that that black, what would have been 12 by 12, only I only used it 7 wide because that was the width of that panel. I like the way that it tied together that horizontal strip in the background along with that strip there. So it kind of, in my mind, it created as a design principle some completeness to the layout there. So I'm going to paper piece together a 12 by 12 background with that horizontal at the top, and it's pretty much the top third because you can see that there are the 4 by 6 cards that are beneath it, and I knew I wanted to use that bottom, the houses on that bottom 4 by 6, which is why I end up paper piecing this. Otherwise, I could have just stuck the white all the way on top of the whole piece of 12 by 12. So I just have a piece of 12 by 12 pattern paper in the background that gives me my 12 by 12 dimension so that I can adhere everything together. I could have stitched across either on top of the bottom of the horizontal, or I could have stitched the white. I was thinking with black to match that black border at the bottom, but ultimately I ended up being lazy, and that's not what I ended up doing. So I'm going to adhere the piece of white to that background there, and I just like the way that it gives a little bit of a border and it makes the whole thing pop. Otherwise those white edges would have gotten lost melding into the white background as well as the horizontal stripes there. So I actually had 3 pictures to work with. All 3 pictures are of my daughter Mia with our cat Belle, and I ended up ditching one of the photos because I liked them contained within the container of that rectangle there. The title of this layout, I'm going to end up using one of the stickers from that sticker sheet that says Fabulous. And actually what I do off camera is I use some more Simple Stories letters from the days that I designed for Simple Stories that says Not. So the title of this layout ends up being Fabulous Not. Mia ends up thinking that it's absolutely fabulous that she's got the cat, and she's happy to be snuggling and loving on her cat, but Belle does not like to be contained quite as long as Mia likes to contain her. So fabulous worked for Mia and not worked for Belle. I used these houses, so you can see I fussy cut the pink house, and then I used the sticker from the sticker sheet. I could have used 2 houses that were fussy cut. I could have used 2 houses that came from the sticker sheet as well. The reason I opted for one from the sticker sheet and one that was fussy cut was because it provided the color combination that I wanted, as well as a variety in height of the houses. So I am going to spare you the literal 5 minutes that it took me to put all of the foam adhesive on the back of Fabulous. So that has been backed with foam adhesive, and I just kind of cut that out of the video. And now I'm just pulling a variety of stickers to see what it is that is going to work for this layout. I really like the white space in this layout, but I also really like how that sort of less detailed pattern of those polka stripes. They're not stripes, Suzanna. The polka dots. I liked its subtle and its texture, and it just was a nice way to be able to back Fabulous and my title space and kind of pull together the patterns in the pattern paper there. And by overlapping the photos onto that edge there, right as I do there, it ties it all together nicely. And the visual line that moves across the page from the bottom of that diagonal stripe to the bottom of those photos keeps it kind of compartmentalizes things, and it creates a resting space for your eye, and so things don't compete. So I have the 2 houses. Originally they were on the left-hand side of the layout, and I moved them over to the right-hand side. Part of my reasoning for this is because you can see my daughter's arm in that right-hand photo, and it is by having the houses point up to that, it kind of detracts from her arm, because it's the way that I edited the photo, her arm is kind of big. I am using some of the florals behind Fabulous, and again, just to add a little bit of visual interest to what is up there. And then I have a phrase sticker here that I'm actually going to put away and pull out another one. And where I actually stick it here, it also gets put away and gets moved as well, largely because I'm going to put a different element in, and I feel like it is very heavily weighted on that right-hand side, and I want something on that left-hand side to even things out there. So I've decided on the placement of most of these things, so I'm going to adhere them down. I am not one of these scrappers who can just stick as I go, because then 9 times out of 10 I end up ripping things as I pull them off and I relay them out. So I'm one to want to commit to where things are going to go before adhering them down. So I'm peeling off the millions of pieces of backing to the foam to get that adhered down. That really ends up being the only piece that's textured, that's raised up off the page, other than a flower that I will add towards the end of the video. So these embellishments here are from the main kit. So if you just order the Flavors of the Month kit, that single kit, those are the embellishments that you will get with the kit. It is a 1/5 of the bits and pieces. You will also get a paper bow clip and some enamel dots. I do not use either the bow or the enamel dots. You can see them at the top of the screen there. But I do use some of the bits and pieces that come with the collection. I've used the sunglasses above Fabulous, and again, just for a little bit of visual interest. And I'm going to use that speech bubble that says hello as well. It is wood grain, which is different from all of the colors that are in this collection. But I like the hello because it's coming from the house, and it just refers to a happy home for me. And that's what that purple pink sticker next to the bird says, is my happy place, because our house with our 4-legged friend is definitely a happy place for us. So that, my friends, is what I created using this month's Oh Happy Day Simple Stories from the May Flavors of the Month kit. Be sure to check out the National Scrapbook Day challenges and sale that Rochelle has going on. I hope you all are doing well. Enjoy these close-ups. Thanks for stopping in today. Take care.